Welcome to this very short course. My name is Brittany Estes. It's great to have you guys all here. I'm going to walk you guys through the syllabus and the course calendar as quickly as I can. There is a quiz that goes along with this, so make sure you know how to find this. You can always find it here in the modules. You can also find it under the syllabus tab on the left-hand side of your menu. This course runs from July 5th to August 4th. My email is there if you need it. It's brittany.estes@my.tccd.edu, or you can use the Canvas email functionality. Either one works. Basically, this course looks at different genres, texts, and relative movements from the early founders, from say Columbus, up through the Civil War. And we're going to look at both the canonical texts and the more marginalized voices, which I think is really important. So you guys will read different female authors, you'll read African-American authors, you'll read Latino authors, different sort of views on what it is to be a quote-unquote American as the sort of movements came and went across these hundreds of years, and we formed our national identity. You guys can read the goals and outcomes yourself, but basically you need the textbook, which is an Anthology of American Lit, beginnings to 1865. That's volumes A and B. I believe there's a digital edition of this as well. Any edition is fine. The page numbers just may not match up, and as you will see in the lectures, I actually have the 8th edition for teaching. The current edition, which came out a couple years ago, is actually the 9th edition. So what I've done is I've given you guys the page numbers for both the 8th and 9th editions, so that you can find their page numbers easily enough, and pause the lectures to find the sections we're talking about if need be. And then everything else is made available online. Just make sure you have access to Canvas, of course. Do make sure that you have the appropriate software. In this case, that would be Microsoft Word. You must have Microsoft Word. If you don't have it, you need to get it. You can get it for free through the college, but that's because you're turning in items in MLA formatting, and PDF, text, all these other formats change the formatting. So you do have to turn in your major writing assignments as Microsoft Word docs. So make sure you have that. Canvas, of course, you guys know what Canvas is by now. Everything in this course is self-paced to an extent, so you guys are actually going to have access to all 4 weeks of instruction at once. So if you need to work ahead, you certainly can. But you'll see that the weekly assignments are due on a basis of every Sunday evening at 11:59 p.m. So that's going to keep us on track. It also, like I said, gives you the freedom to work at the pace that you need throughout the week. So there's 3 major units in this course. So the first one is our first week. It's the early settlement lecture, or early settlement unit. That's 15% of your grade, that major essay is. Your second unit is on both the Enlightenment and the Romanticism movements together, and that is going to be 20% of your grade, that essay. And then the Transcendentalism unit, your last essay, is going to be 25% of your grade. There is no final exam in this course, so everything else makes up the other 40%. That's quizzes, 10%. Major writing assignments is 5. Blogs and discussion boards are 10% each, and the attendance is 5%. The grading scale is there. The incomplete information is there. If you need an incomplete, that's really for like extreme extenuating circumstances. In that case, we'd work together with the college to ensure that you finish the course. Everything needs to be submitted, like I said, on a weekly basis by 11:59 p.m. of that Sunday night of that week. The links close at that point, and everything needs to be formatted in MLA formatting. So 1-inch margins all around, double-spaced, 12-point font, etc., etc. There is a resource available for you guys in the modules with full explanation, video, documentation of MLA requirements. Everything, of course, is checked for SafeAssign. I'm sorry, that's not through SafeAssign. It's through Turnitin now. Everything is checked for plagiarism through the Turnitin database. And then because of the way the course is set up, because it's so short, because you have the freedom to work throughout the week, however best fits your schedule, and because you have the ability to work ahead, late work is not accepted. So do make sure that you are staying on top of your assignments. And you guys can check your grades in the gradebook tool as we go. It's a weighted grade, so make sure you're looking at the weighted percentage. And then the Tenants Policy, there is one per TCC, even though we don't meet physically. If you're missing more than 15% of your online class instruction, then you can be dropped from the class. The withdrawal policy information is there. Important dates are here. So really the final day of ad drop is the only thing that you don't know. That's July 28th. And make sure you're participating, of course. That means emailing me, staying in contact about things, completing your assignments, that sort of thing. Academic dishonesty, very simple. Please don't do it. If you do it, Turnitin is very, very good at finding plagiarized portions, whether that's coming from a previous assignment that you may have done in this class or another student's assignment in this class or another, or a source from the internet. None of these are allowable. You cannot repeat work. You cannot recycle work. So make sure that you're not doing it. If you do plagiarize, you can receive a possible failing grade on the assignment. You can be subject to failure in the course, and you can even be suspended or expelled. So at max, you're going to write for me maybe, I think, a three-page paper. So it's really not worth what could happen to you for a 3-page paper. So just please don't do it. It's pretty simple. I also do download every single essay and fix the formatting. I fix the font size. I fix the margins. So make sure you're not trying to do silly little things like changing the periods to size 13 or changing the margins or extending the header or footer, because I will catch it and I will take off points. So please don't do it. If you need to email me, please, like I said, please use either the my.tccd.edu email, or you can use the Canvas email functionality. I will email you guys from Canvas because that's the way I can email the whole class every Monday morning with a reminder of what that week's assignments are. So make sure you have your Canvas notifications turned on if you don't already. If you email me, you'll get a response within 24 hours. All assignments per the college, we have 2 weeks to return assignments to you guys with grades. Now, given that this course is so short, I will do my absolute best, of course, to do that much more quickly. And if you need it, I believe Canvas has a sort of Zoom functionality so we can meet for quote-unquote office hours upon request if you need it. And then if you need student support services, all that information is here. If you do need an accommodation, you have to contact the Disability Services office first, and they have some paperwork and things for both of us to sign, so make sure you do go through them. And then lastly, technical requirements, just make sure you have access to Canvas, access to internet, and like I said, you do need Microsoft Word for this course, and access to all of your email accounts with TCC. And then if you need help, there is a help desk 24/7 for any issues. If you do have an issue, take a screenshot, send it to me at the time of the issue as well, and let me know. I have been teaching on Canvas for a good while, so I might be able to help you, but also make sure you do contact the help desk as well. So that is your syllabus, and really quick, your kind of high-level course calendar here is here. Every week, of course, has a full rundown of all the modules and everything that you need to do, but at a high level, your first week is your first unit. We're going to move really quickly here in these 4 weeks. So it's all about the early settlement. So you will read Columbus or De Vaca and Bradstreet and do your first essay assignment, which is a very, very short essay that is due on Sunday, July 10th. Second unit will be weeks 2 and 3. We're going to look at first the Enlightenment. So we'll look at some of the founding fathers, some female poets. And then week 3, we're going to move into Romanticism, and you'll be reading Longfellow and Poe. And then your second essay is due by Sunday, July 24th. And then your last essay is on the Transcendentalism movement, and that is Emerson, Whitman, or Dickinson. Now, some of these you actually are able to choose between 2 choices of authors, so you're not reading necessarily all of these authors, but that last essay will be due on Sunday, July 31st, and then like I said, and Douglas, I'm sorry, and then like I said, you do not have a final exam in this course, so there is no final exam during finals week. However, you will have an extra credit opportunity available to you, and if you do choose to do that, it will be due on Tuesday, August 2nd. And that's it. The whole course will be closed out at that point. So it's pretty simple. If you have any questions, let me know. But go ahead and move on to the next assignment.